Well, sometimes accidents happen, and in order to ensure that we have a backup of our Solomon data, we need to do three things, and preferably this would be wise to do monthly. And the first two of these, we begin in Enterprise Manager. So within Enterprise Manager, you need to navigate to your two databases that Solomon uses to hold all your financial data. Select the first one, which is the application database. Go to All Tasks, and then click Backup Database. We need to choose a location to put this backup, and so I'm just going to put it on the desktop. And I already did this once before, but usually I'll give it a name, and additionally I'll give it an indication of what period I'm saving. So for this one, this is the Solomon Application Database, Fiscal Year 12, Period 6. I'll click OK, and it'll go ahead and back up the application database. This is the one that takes longest, so the more years of data that you have, the application database will take longer to back up. But when it's complete, you just click OK, and you'll do the same thing for Solomon System. Click Backup, choose a location, and give it a name. For this one, I use the same name, but I just change Application to System. Click OK, and that one's real fast. Okay, so that's all there is to it, and those are the most important things, but there's one other thing that you need to back up that a lot of people generally forget, and that's your FRX spec set. Your FRX spec set holds all of your data pertaining to your report templates and the sub accounts that you're going to make reports on. So what you need to do is open FRX. You'll go to Company Specification Sets. You'll click the one that should be your default, but the one that you're actively using, whatever spec set that is. Then all you need to do is click Export, select all, and then Export. Now you need to give it a name and choose the location where you want to back it up so you'll know where you're putting it. And again, I'll give it an indication of the fiscal year and the period that's already been closed. That way I'll know how recent the spec set is. And generally throughout the year, you make most of your changes in July at the beginning of the fiscal year, but you may have some sub-accounts that you add during the year that may affect your various report templates. So it's a good idea to back the spec set up monthly too. I think it's just a good habit. It's easy to do. It's very fast. And since I've already backed this up one time, I need to click Yes to replace it. Okay, and that's it. So generally speaking, you wouldn't overwrite your spec set every month. I would just keep a new backup with a new date, and that way if you have any problems in the future, you can always backtrack and see, okay, where did a change get made that affected our reports. So that's about it. If you back up those three things, then if you need to do a full reinstall of Solomon, FRX, and the other various programs that go with it, you'll have all the data you need in order to get back up and running to where you were. Hope this was helpful.